For the first hour, he was sure they would be stopped at a roadblock and the car inspected, but as the road kept passing a few feet beneath him, he began to think they might have made it away undetected. Eventually, he dozed off. When he woke again, he could hear other vehicles surrounding them. Semi-trucks, mostly, cruising at high speeds. He figured they must be on an interstate. Which one, he had no idea. Having just recently been transferred to the Barker Flats Research Center, he didn't know this part of the country that well and had no clue which highways were within a few hours' drive away. Both he and Ellen had grown up in the Midwest, Ash in Ohio and his wife in Indiana. They'd met at college, where he was going through ROTC training and working on an engineering degree, and she was studying to be an accountant. For him, at least, it was one of those instant attraction kind of things. Ellen had always said it was the same for her, too, but he was never sure if she was joking with him or not. Their bond grew infinitely deeper after her father passed away from a heart attack while they were sophomores. Her mother was already gone, cancer. Several years earlier, Ash's parents had also passed away. No diseases in his family. Just bad timing with a tire blowout at 70 miles per hour. His brother was with them, too. Jeff didn't die, but, well, the condition he was left in often made Ash wonder if it would have been better if he had. The fact was, Ash and Ellen really only had each other after that. They were married their senior year, and Josie was born exactly 10 months later. And now here he was, alone again. His whole family gone. He had no idea how long they'd been on the road when he felt the car ease to the right and slow down. Outside, the sounds of the other vehicles grew distant as the sedan came to a near stop, then accelerated again through a sharp right turn. A couple minutes later, the car slowed once more and veered to the right. The now familiar hum of tires on asphalt was replaced by the crunch of dirt under treads. Then the car stopped and the engine shut off. Ash waited, anticipating that the woman would soon release him. A few moments later, he heard the seat cushion being lifted above him. But as he waited for the hidden metal flap to open, nothing happened. "Come on," he said under his breath. He'd had enough of the secret compartment. It was small and cramped. And though he wasn't claustrophobic, he was starting to sympathize with those who were. It didn't help that since they'd stopped moving, the air seemed to be growing stale, too. He wanted out, and he wanted out now. He thought about pounding on the lid and screaming, "Open up!" But he had no idea where they were or who might overhear him. He twisted, trying to get more comfortable. As he did, his shoulder brushed against the lid. There was a click as the metal roof of his box rose slightly in response to the pressure. What the hell? He placed his hand on it and pushed upward. A thin seam of light grew along the length of the lid. Though it couldn't have been more than 1/4 of an inch wide, it was blinding after hours of pitch darkness. He blinked several times, then squeezed his eyelids together so that only a fraction of the light could penetrate them. Again, he pushed on the lid. The crack of light grew an inch wider, then 2, then 3.